Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great. So today I bring this gist for you guys. This has always been about white women, so we have to dive into it and see what was about white women was talking about black women or black people. But grab your popcorn and your juice, let's dive into it together.
For and a whole lot of white women got in their fucking feelings about it, so I'm going to say it one more time. And I want y'all to think about what happened today when I do it. This is about y'all. This is not about black, brown, or indigenous women. It really isn't. This is about y'all. The birth dearth is a thing these people are operating on. And the only way they can stop the 2050 browning of America is through you. This is what black women, brown women, and indigenous women have been saying to you since May. And it is long past time. You see the writing on the wall. This was never about black, brown, and indigenous women. It will never be about black, brown, or indigenous women. Black, brown, and indigenous women are the ones that have to suffer because of it. But this has always been about you. Now, you need to start to listen to these black, brown, and indigenous female voices and take your ego out of it. Because you have already seen the links these people are willing to go to in order to stop the browning of America. And these white men cannot do this without you. So it is time for you to take a page from the black, brown, and indigenous women who have been trying to tell you this every election and every time the Supreme Court does something. This is not a secret. This is not a gotcha, and it is not them picking on you. You are in control of this. There are a lot of white women just like you who are willing to go along to sit so that they can be right next to white supremacy. You need to get them. You need to call them out and shame them, because this decision has nothing to do with black, brown, and indigenous women. This was always about white women. Y'all need to say something now.
I have to actually agree with this man, because there's a lot of marriages that go on between white women and white men. And a lot of the times in our culture, the white women stand behind the man. And I fully support my husband, even though we have maybe different political views. But we also have to come to somewhat of an agreement, and we have to kind of stand up on our own. And white women are a big influence on our husbands. So we kind of have to take our place and stand up for what's right, because again, these are our daughters that are going to be affected. So white women, we do have to kind of take our place in society of taking responsibility for what's going on.
Today is not a great day health-wise. I don't feel my best. But go watch that original video, because we told you all. Black women and people of color, we told you all this from the beginning. Hear me clearly. Yes, you are allowed to feel emotions. Yes, you are allowed to be upset. Yes, you are allowed to be very frustrated. However, Black women have been saying this since the beginning, that Roe v. Wade getting overturned has never been about protecting the unborn or protecting or protecting marginalized peoples or protecting marginalized communities. No, it's been about protecting whiteness the entire time. And now that whiteness is showing up, all of you all are having this whole hissy fit about it. I'm done.
About white men. It's about white men. When I first learned that they were discussing of overturning Roe vs. Wade, the first thing that fucking came to my mind was this is about race. Because women are winning. Most importantly, women of color are winning. And the white men cannot fucking stand it. They are scared. They are so scared of the power women of color are gaining. They are so scared of how that power is going to be used against them. Because what the fuck have white men done with their power? They can only see it. They can only see having power through their fucking eyes. So they're very, very fucking afraid of being treated the way they have treated everybody else. They don't want to be equal because the systems that they have designed keeps them above equality. Being equal is being down here with us. It's about white men. White women, listen to me when I tell you this. You are victims of white men too. You are victims of white men. My own white sisters, my own white mother, they are currently imprisoned under white male reign. No economical freedom, no individuality. They are stuck at home, raising the children, being treated like absolute fucking shit, being reduced only down to sex objects, and are so boxed in, all they can fucking do is smile and say thank you. White men have used us for centuries as their pawns for white propaganda and vessels to ensure the birthright of their white sons, and then raise their own sons to see their own mothers as second-class citizens and continue the oppression of their own mothers. When we are young girls, we are constantly told about how other men from other cultures will treat us like shit, will take our rights away from us, will oppress us. And it's all a fucking lie. It's a lie. They have economically held us hostage. White women of the past could have done better. But now it is our opportunity to pave a new path on the foundation that was laid down previously. Now, nobody marches in the back. Now, no face is erased from history, no name is crossed off the fucking list, and no voice will go unheard. But this isn't about white women. It is about white men using white women as their vessels to continue their white oppression. And it is now white women that will say no. No, I am no longer your pawn and your vessel and your forced marriages and your forced births to continue your white oppression. I was raised by white men. My humanity was ripped away from me by white men. They robbed me of my childhood. They've robbed me of my innocence. They have robbed me of my consent. We are victims.
Hello, sir. First, let me say I 100% respect all of your content. I love it. And I do, in fact, 100% agree with the fact that this is about forcing white women to have more white babies. I also believe that there's another layer to that, and the fact that the only white women that will be forced to have white babies will be white women who are somewhat economically disadvantaged. And it will absolutely disproportionately affect women of color more than it will affect white women. And to me, this says a lot about our government. In 2017, between 2017 and 2020, the birth rates decreased by 20%. That is a huge thing for the American population. And how is the white patriarchal, well-to-do, rich fuck society going to maintain their status quo? By forcing women to give birth, especially economically disadvantaged women. And what that will do is that creates a whole new generation of most likely prisoners, some military, and a lot of laborers that they can pay way less than they deserve. So I believe that the government is more than likely trying to create a new generation that they can take from, that are the poorest of the poor, and maintain their status. Also, sorry for the shaky camera. I have a dog. He kept bumping into me, and I'm a little bit of a mess. Little frizzy hair. TikToking on the fly from my bed.
Oh, I've been waiting for this one. Turn it up! Okay, so basically, if you've been following any of social media very closely, there was literally a white woman, Republican, who said this is a victory for white life today. That also coupled with the fact that Black women have 3-5 times like higher death rate from giving birth. This just actually kills more Black women. The fact that in the past there's been medical procedures to sterilize Black and Indigenous women. This has never been about repopulating or controlling all women's bodies. This has been about making more white babies. This has been about making sure that the country stays white, that we maintain a white majority. Also adding in the fact that next they're coming for gay marriage. The fact that next they're coming for interracial marriage means that it's about making more white people. Because as we know, by 2060, they were supposed to be a minority. White people weren't supposed to be the majority anymore. And notice how we've had a disgusting influx of xenophobic policies, of deportation. It's all centered around this. And I've just been personally very disturbed by the amount of white women posting like, oh, like you thought the Black Lives Matter protests were bad, like this is going to be even worse. Like, wow, you finally care now?
Black women, I need you to understand this thing. White women are not your friends. And I don't mean interpersonally, I mean politically. Do you guys remember when I made that video about us needing to kind of step back and let the ship sink on its own? And how Black women reacted to me in that video? White women show you what they think of you in the way that they vote. I have nothing more to say.
He is absolutely correct. I mean, look at the laws they're passing. You can stop someone while Black for being Black with no real reason or explanation. And white women have to have babies.
Thank you so much for watching to the end. And don't forget to leave your comment down below what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification. Anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. So my popcorn was late. I hope you get yours. Thank you and stay blessed. Bye.